everybody, welcome to another edition of His Turn, Her Turn. As is great tradition, I do the His Turn part. My name is Paul Bryan from WLS Radio in Chicago. Her Turn is ably handled by Lauren Fix, the car coach.
Hello everyone, thanks for joining us on another episode. We have some fun cars we get to drive, but here in Austin, it's not a warm day. So we did drive the convertible, so check out the 2 Series convertible on the other video.
Thankfully, we have been able to come down to Austin, Texas, here on the Formula One track at Circuit of the Americas, pounding around the exquisite new X6M from BMW.
We had Bill Oberlin giving us direction around the track for a race line because you really have to drive an X6M on the track to see its true capabilities.
Holy shnikes.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. Over this shoulder on the bridge back here, BMW touts themselves here with M, the most powerful letter in the world. After exercising 567 horsepower and 553 pounds-foot of torque, they make a darn good case for it.
True, 4.4 liter V8 starts at about $117,000. This truck,
it's just money.
It's just money. Listen, if you're buying this truck, you're looking at the X5M or the X6M. These vehicles really do perform. Maybe you have a M5 and you need something to haul it to the track. I've seen it actually. People have done.
This is not a tow vehicle.
Oh, it's the ultimate vehicle. You could drive it every day of the year.
Oh man, you go to jail if you tow something with that.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. But as far as this vehicle, it has some really cool special features. Starting with the tires. They're Michelin, but they're special design tires exclusively for this car. And it has what's different. I mean, usually you talk about a contact patch being about, so big, and that's the only thing that touches the ground, whether you're driving a little car or a big car. But these have multiple different types of material. I went over to the tire and actually was looking at the different tread lugs, and each strip is different type of contact adhesive.
3 different compounds used on the outside center section and inside of the tire.
Right.
And I'm thinking,
Pilot Sport.
These people are really committed to this if they're doing stuff like that.
Yeah. But there's a lot of new things on the X6. The single-piece hatch, which I really like. I'm not a 2-piece hatch person. You might be. But
I actually like it. This is a car that won me over. When it first came out, I didn't really get this. I kind of looked at it as kind of a transformer kind of thing. I couldn't figure out what was going on with it.
The Sport Activity Vehicle, SAV. It is not an SUV.
No, it isn't.
Sport Activity Vehicle.
And I resisted liking this. and then I drove it and I went, I really got it. I'm hooked on this.
It's funny because when the X6 came out, I loved it. I thought it was cool. It was different. It was unique. You were parked that on the side of the road, people were like, that's an X6. It stood out. Where a lot of other SUVs, you can't tell what the heck it is till you get up a little closer.
And that's what turned me off about it at first. Yeah, but it
Maybe
won me over.
The seats in this car.
They're really good.
These are, as far as I'm concerned, the closest you're going to get to a race seat that's comfortable. Easy to get in the back seat. The second row is very comfortable. You have tons of storage. Great Harman Kardon sound. I honestly like this vehicle. I mean, everything about this truck is awesome. The seating, the handling, the performance.
It hits 8 on the butt-hugging scale.
8 on your butt. On my butt, maybe not. Lateral support, it has shoulder support. This car literally makes you feel that you're a part of this M performance. And I think that's a real critical part to driving a car, is that you feel you're connected, especially a performance car. You know what I mean?
Let's talk a little bit about the powertrain and how the gearbox works on this. You can just put it into drive and just drive it normally.
Right.
Or you can put it into M1, and it's kind of a sport application of it, where you really want to go when you're out here playing on the racetrack is into this M2 setting, and the world becomes your oyster.
Right. Well, it changes the steering, it changes the suspension, it changes where all the braking points are, it changes all these things about the car that makes it from, I'm driving it in a comfort mode to, no, I'm driving this in a Sport Plus mode, and you can definitely tell the difference.
All right, let's get inside the car. first thing that strikes me is a lot of use of carbon fiber work.
Real carbon fiber, not a picture of carbon fiber.
Not bogus carbon fiber, but real carbon fiber. All of the leather work has beautiful contrasting stitching on it.
Yeah,
it looks
nice.
like great luggage.
Yeah, like really nice quality.
Left.
And as long as we've been interrupted by
the navigation screen, which works very nicely.
Gisela. That's her name, Gisela. She's our guide. Kind of a clunky input system where you got to use the wheel and dial it up and input every letter in whatever it is. And when you're going to Circuit of the Americas, it gets a little unwieldy.
Yeah.
But once you get it in there, it's a great display. They've got all kinds of little gizmonics here on the side to play with.
Their new iDrive BMW connected system is actually pretty nice. Well, I have to say, I love the size of the steering wheel. It's got a really nice grip. I love the blue and red stitching, which is very M, which is what M is all about. I really like the round view camera. Great when you're pulling into a parking spot, because the last thing you want to do with a beautiful car like this is run into a curb and damage a rim, or scrape something, or back into anything.
Or just put yourself in a position where some dork that's going by is going to go ahead and customize a rear quarter for you.
We listened to the sound system. It was fabulous. We liked everything about this car. The seats are amazing, as we've said before. I really like this truck.
Yeah, I do.
And it's a daily drive. It's drivable every day.
So, what do you think?
I love this
Let me
truck
get
on
a
the
shovel
track.
to knock that smile off your face.
Yes, I got tons and tons of laps on this track. This thing is capable. One of the things I liked about this is that it really stuck to the ground. The Michelin's performed as stated by not just the BMW people, but the Michelin people. They really built a tire designed for this car, and it had power when you put your foot in it. It had huge brakes. One of the things I like about this truck that's different from the other cars.
You mean besides it being in full color coordination with my jacket?
Yes, it was very well planned.
Thank you.
It's funny when you look at what's the competition. Now, a Porsche Cayenne diesel, Audi's got their Q7, but it's not even close. I mean, really, there's not many cars in this category, I would say, that compete. You fire this car up, and you're standing behind it, as you can hear right now.
It
snarls. There's one going by right now, and you can hear it. It's just like, whoa. It's this throaty V8, which I like. You're going to spend this kind of money on a vehicle.
Yeah.
You want everyone to know I'm driving an M.
All right. And you can do the exact same thing. Just haul yourself down to your local BMW dealer and say, hey, I've got a 120 large sitting in my pocket right now that I need a place to burn. How about one of those X6Ms?
Well,
hey, everybody.
You could lease it. The residuals on these are really high. So when you compare those other vehicles, look at the residual values, because you can actually find one better than the other depending upon what you're looking at. But I think the key thing is, if you're going to buy a performance SUV, SAV, there's a lot to choose from out there, and I would put this at the top of the heap.
So that's it from Austin, Texas, Circuit of the Americas. If you would look for me on WLS AM radio every Saturday morning. You can stream it on WLSAM.com. Find me on Facebook. I tweet at @ThePaulBryan. And Lauren, you are?
I am Lauren Fix, the car coach. You can find me at laurenfix.com. I have a free newsletter. Of course, if you missed any of the things on national TV that we do, you can find it all in one source, or follow me on Twitter. There's lots of good stuff we post.
Do we mention the fan page on Facebook?
Oh yes, we have a new fan page on Facebook. Feel free to comment. All of our videos are there. Everything that Paul and I are doing is there. We do a lot of things besides reviewing these cars. We're testing tires, we're looking at products, we have a lot of cool things that we're doing.
So, from Circuit of the Americas, so long, everybody.
Thanks for watching.